So I wasn't expecting to do another video where Gilbert Arenas and his crew talk about Steph Curry, but here we are. Apparently, this take is by far significantly worse than the one before it.
Of AI into Steph Curry's team, does he win 4 championships and he do all the shit?
Hell no, he don't. No, he don't. No.
Wait, hold on. Relax. I don't know. So the question is, does Steph Curry average 28 a game without the cast that he has? All the screen set and all that shit?
Yeah. Eventually, yeah, because his shooting, his skill set, you create the offense for him anyway. So the dominant player's gonna be dominant.
AI can move around.
They're gonna be dominant.
AI can move around, Brandon.
Yeah, he can put him in the same.
Brandon Jennings just said Allen Iverson can move around. I already know it's about to be real nasty.
AI can move around.
You didn't have to guard him.
Compared to Steph Curry. Allen Iverson.
Yes. You say it loud as you want.
No.
Say it as loud as you want.
Rookie of the year.
He cannot.
Number one pick.
I don't know what. The problem is.
Woo!
The problem is
that Steph Curry brand is tough over there.
No, I love AI, but he's not Steph.
Not because you never played against him. You don't know what it was.
The blur.
He himself demanded all 5 people.
This guy.
No, he doesn't.
So this is guy.
No, he's never been.
Step past half court. He demands every.
No, he's never been quadruple teamed.
Gilbert Arenas is claiming that Stephen Curry isn't garnishing attention to get quadruple teamed. The nigga that was literally getting ran a box and one against him in the finals. The nigga that is consistently getting doubles and triple teams. The nigga that is getting blitz and double at the half court line isn't receiving the same amount of attention. That nigga? We ain't gotta lie. They both demanded a lot of attention. In my personal opinion, I have never, and I do mean never, ever seen somebody consistently receive double teams at the half court line as often as I saw it with Steph Curry and still see it.
When he stepped past half court, everybody's guarding him.
Who?
Steph Curry. What are you talking about? You're not just gonna let Steph Curry walk past half with the ball. You're gonna have to guard him.
They do it all the time.
You switched out on him.
Okay, another guy. It's 5 guys. It's 5 guys watching one guy.
No one switched on Allen Iverson.
You didn't have to. For what?
No, we
didn't have to.
You got to switch on Steph.
We didn't. No.
What do you mean you didn't?
We didn't switch. No one was that fucking stupid.
We about to have a dumb argument. Gil, y'all didn't switch back then because y'all didn't have the personnel to switch. Most of the bigs back then couldn't defend in space, and because Allen Iverson wasn't a good enough shooter, especially from behind the arc, it literally made no sense to switch. Everybody just go on the screen and try to make sure you at least meet him on the other side of the screen and play drop coverage from the big. It has nothing to do with being dumb. It has everything to do with the fact that they've tried everything. They've tried every single last thing when it comes to how to defend Curry. At one point, they didn't switch. They would play drop coverage where the big wouldn't step up. You know what happened? Curry would just torch him from 3 and shoot from places that no big in the NBA at that time was comfortable with. Okay, we'll just start hard hedging and even blitzing Curry at time off the screen. And you know what happened? You get blitz, you dump it off to Draymond. Draymond get the ball, he throwing the lob to Iguodala cutting to the baseline. So you would still get a good look anyway. Switching occurred because Curry, in the early stage of his career, he wasn't good enough as a shot creator and a ball handler to consistently get by certain players, especially when opposing teams started to match up with them in terms of playing smaller and more flexible lineups. But back in the 2000s, nobody was doing it anyway because y'all didn't have the personnel to do that.
Steph wasn't fast like Allen Iverson.
Doesn't matter.
So you can switch onto him and he's going to try to bop you. Allen Iverson, you had to double or triple team. If he was there, we don't give a fuck who you were. You're over there, cool. We're here.
We watch.
Right? If Clay was with Allen Iverson, Clay would average 30.
Easy.
Because we did not give 2 shits about Clay at that point because the dude himself was so dominant.
This is so dumb because they're making it seem as if like Curry receives quality looks and doesn't get doubled and triple teamed because he has Klay Thompson on his fucking roster. Because of this, I know this is so fucking stupid and dumb. We're gonna have to sit here and I'm gonna have to just debunk all this bullshit that is about to be spewed throughout the remainder of this video. So for those who do not know, and anybody who's ever gonna question this, and it's wild to me that they are actively trying to rewrite history in the middle of this man's career as if like we all didn't just witness this for the past 7 to 10 years. Curry is being defended all the way that high up. Screen is set. That is Kevin Durant that 2 defenders have effectively ignored. That's Kevin Durant. Fuck Clay. KD. Curry brings the ball up half court and is seeing 2 people. And no, not at the end of the game. Bro, we're still 4 or 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and he's seeing defenses like this. Steph Curry brings the ball up. Screen gets set. 2 on the ball. Wide open Jordan Poole. I promise you, I didn't watch the rest of this video. They're going to sit here and tell me about how, oh, he had Jordan Poole, he had Klay Thompson, he had all these other fucking players, and acting as if like Curry was out there playing one-on-one, as if like these niggas weren't benefiting immensely from the fact that they were playing next to Steph Curry and were receiving wide open shots. And it ain't just Jordan Poole. Even someone like Kevin Durant was benefiting from the attention that Curry received. I promise you, if Allen Iverson was playing on a team with KD would not receive as many quality looks that he received playing next to Curry. I promise you he wouldn't. There are literally endless screenshots where 3 to 4 players are being defended by just Steph Curry alone. To make it seem like Curry doesn't receive double, triple, and quadruple teams. Are you crazy? You're just making shit up. To sit here and lie about what exactly has been going on for the past 10 to 7 years, to sit there and just belittle and act as if like defensive schemes have not changed immensely because of Steph Curry's influence in the game, because of three-point shooting, because how far away from the basket, away from the three-point line he's deadly, that he stretches the defenses out all the way to the half-court line. My nigga, stop. Tracy McGrady was also one of the people who doubted the Golden State Warriors were going to win a championship in 2022 because of the fact that Klay Thompson wasn't Klay Thompson no more. And he didn't think that Steph Curry had the ability to lead a team and carry an offense the way that he inevitably had to.
I uttered the same thing you said. If Klay Thompson comes back, Warriors will win the championship, right? And that's not me including Jordan Poole in this. Having seen him this year and how Memphis challenged him, to beat Golden State, you got to have durability, right? You got to have some young dogs that can chase these guys around. You got to have length. You got to have size. Boston has that. That's why I think Boston is going to win the championship.
The reason why he didn't think they were going to win in 2022 is because he thought Steph would be neutralized. The rest of the supporting cast, even though they were there, even though Klay was there, Draymond was there, Wiggins was there, the emerging Jordan Poole was there, that it would not have been enough because he didn't think that they were good enough, despite the name, despite the resume of some of those players, that they were going to be able to produce enough for them to win. Now, he was partially right. Klay Thompson, you know what he did in that series? 17 points, shot 35% from the field and 35% from three. Jordan Poole, 13 points, shot 44% from the field, 38% from three. 13 points. Completely wrong in the fact that Steph would be neutralized because not only did Steph average 31 on 48-44 shooting splits, but was able to uphold a level of consistent offensive production that superseded the playmaking that you already get from him and entered the realm of shot creation against an elite level defense that completely debunks his argument that he desperately needs these players to play at a certain level for them to win. How quickly people are already rewriting a nigga's history that you all were part of doubting in the process. You were doubting Curry.
Do you know what his team looked like?
No.
I don't
give a fuck.
No.
You should.
Hold on.
What do you mean? Who was playing in the league?
Hold on.
Kobe,
Bro.
Shaq, stop disrespecting.
It's not disrespecting.
Disrespecting stuff like that is
Tim
crazy.
Duncan.
All these niggas was playing in the league. And you know who Steph had to go against? KD, Russ, James Harden, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. Yeah, a bunch of what? Bunch of superstars.
Compared to all the names.
Compared to all the niggas you played against, trash. Tracy McGrady.
No. Hey, Brandon, no. Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, trash. Oh, man, there's the actual arguments to be made here. And the fact that we're just like tapering them down to trash. Oh, them niggas is trash. Move it out of here. Move along. The fact that we about to do that is disgusting. We started this conversation with disingenuous conversations about a player who is better than the other one, because Curry is better than Iverson. But the fact that we about to sit here and do this is crazy.
What's up? How the hell is he talking?
Trash?
How the hell is he talking?
They all trash?
Talking.
They all Hall of Famers.
These other niggas
They
better.
all
They
Hall
better.
of Famers.
The dudes I played against is better. The guys I played against is better.
Let me just.
Y'all can watch out with that early 2000s.
No.
Ran all y'all.
Wow.
No. Hold on.
Ran all y'all.
Hey, Brandon Jennings said Allen Iverson can watch out.
Compared to
Are
Steph
you
Curry?
serious?
Compared to Steph Curry?
Wait.
I like my era. I like my era a lot.
Who's your era again? Name them names.
All right. No.
Please go get the ball.
All right.
Thank you, Paulo.
Your era versus my era?
No. Pull it out. All right.
The body bag has arrived.
Hold on.
This nigga keeps a body bag underneath the sofa. Hey, yo, these niggas is trolls, my nigga.
When Curry went to the championship, right? He had who?
Care who he had.
No.
I got drafted there.
No, what I'm saying.
I don't care what my team is. I got drafted here.
Who is? No, wait, hold on. I get what you're saying. This is what I'm gonna tell you a lineup. One man took this team.
The East was trash.
To the championship.
The East was trash.
Cool. Mutombo.
The East was trash. Okay, All-Star, Hall of Famer.
Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Tyrone Hill, Bruford,
Todd McCullough,
Rajah Bell, George Lynch,
Matt Harper,
Kevin Ali, Todd McCullough. That means you know nobody on this team can score 10 points, which means all 5 defenders was trying to stop one man because we know the other 4 were worthless.
Brandon Jennings, what he's saying is right, but he needs to double down on it. The fact that a team can make it to the finals where it's what y'all claim is one scoring option in and of itself shows how fucking garbage that conference was. And that's the reason why when discussing, oh, he got to the finals. Yeah, because he was in a terrible conference. Because if Iverson was in the West, he wouldn't be able to sniff the finals. He wouldn't be able to sniff the conference finals. Matter of fact, most years he wouldn't even make the playoffs. And I know that to be the case because a lot of years in the Eastern Conference, he couldn't make the playoffs.
He got this team to the championship playing literally one-on-one. He don't have a Klay Thompson on his team. He don't have a Poole on his team.
That's not
so what I'm saying, when you're
the fact that they're using a 2022 year of all years when Curry's supporting cast was actually closer to what that team looked like in and of itself shows and proves that once more we're talking about name value instead of who these players actually were at that point in their careers.
No, what I'm saying
Brandon, come put your leg in here.
What I'm saying is when you
put your fucking legs in here. What are you talking about?
This nigga is fucking bugging out of his mind, bro.
Allen Iverson is on this court. What are you doing defensively?
It was the watered down.
What are you defensively with a lineup of Mutombo, Aaron McKee, who averaged 7 points? Eric Snow, who can shoot the ball. Tyrone Hill, Bruford. What are you doing defensively to Allen Iverson?
See, this is what I'm saying. Like he's looking at the reason why he said Aaron McKee averaged 7 points is because he's looking at his fucking career average. This is a fucking dumb argument. The counters are very easy to make. Looking at someone's career average after they played over a decade plus in the NBA, and instead of looking at what they averaged that year, because that's the year we're referring to, is very, very disingenuous. That year in the postseason, Aaron McKee was averaging 15. In the postseason, Dikembe Mutombo was averaging 14.
You do know, Brandon. Stop deflecting.
I don't know.
You're doubling and triple teaming.
It sounds like the D-Rose team he had with the Bulls, a bunch of defenders, and then he ended up
what are you doing to D-Rose?
Whoa.
What are you doing?
What D-Rose?
What are you doing?
The Rose?
That D-Rose team that he had when he went to the Eastern Conference, when he got MVP, yeah, he had a bunch of defenders on his team. Now with Ben Gordon. Ben Gordon was gone.
Did Heinrich shoot the ball? Can Heinrich shoot?
Gilbert Arenas just chats. Kirk Heinrich wasn't on that team anymore. And what Brandon Jennings is putting out there and letting you all know that there's multiple ways to win basketball games, that you can win off of defense, that the identity of a team can be beyond just scoring, which effectively is exactly how they won those games leading into the NBA Finals.
But what I'm saying
that's how bad it was.
It's not as bad. It's how good he was.
No, that's how bad. That's how bad the East was. It was that trash.
East.
It was that trash. The East was that weak.
2001.
That weak.
What era are you talking about?
This is 2001 when he went to the finals, right? You're talking about AI.
I like how Gilbert Arenas is never going to acknowledge what he just said, but what Brandon Jennings said is right, and I'm happy he doubled down on it. Bro, that conference was trash.
Curry lost one player. They didn't make it to the playoffs.
You're talking about T-Mac said that. He said that. We're listening to him. That's what we're listening to. That's what we're listening to. Bad Back Mac. Listen to Bad Back Mac.
Now, hold on.
These two niggas is cracking jokes. One nigga told the nigga to put your feet in a body bag, and another nigga said he bad back.
Hold on.
He's doubling down.
Trying to talk about Steph Curry, not a top 10 player. Get the fuck out of here.
No, what I'm saying.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
No, what I'm saying is if you take the stat is if you take Klay off,
talk about my era.
They didn't make the playoffs. If you took Draymond off and you had Klay, they didn't make the playoffs. Now, if you take Klay off and Draymond off and it's just Curry by himself and
this is your
Why would you take both of them off? Because effectively, wouldn't Draymond be playing the same role that like a Dikembe Mutombo would play?
Klay off.
Not freedom, Shad. Not freedom in the body. No.
Go ahead, Gil.
No.
I take Draymond off.
Out the
right, I take the All-Star off. I take the Hall of Famer off. I take your other All-Star off. I take your All-NBA everything off. I take your supporting cast off that can actually score a bucket and say
you stuck with Andrew Bogut.
And I say, all right, Curry, get us to the championship. I don't give a fuck what coach you put me in. Can he make it to the championship?
We're speaking hypothetical.
Now
we're speaking hypothetical now.
No, we're not taking hypothetical.
Gil literally just said 2 weeks ago that he doesn't want to speak hypotheticals and then pivoted right back to speaking hypotheticals. The thing that also bothers me about the Iverson conversation and a lot of other players, and we had these discussions about what greatness is that y'all outline them, these arguments in their careers, to specific years to make your argument. Sidebar, as Iverson's career continued beyond 2001, because he played more years, they actually added more offensive pieces. They added Andre Iguodala. They added Kyle Korver to the roster. They even added Chris Webber. They were certainly better offensive pieces than they had before. Did they make the finals again? No. Did they make a conference finals again? No. Matter of fact, they didn't even have a winning record. So if you're gauging a 35-year-old Curry in contrast to an in his peak AI, then why don't we look at when Iverson was in his 30s and he was playing with Carmelo Anthony? Did they make it to the finals? No, they couldn't get out the first round when Iverson went from the East to the West and had an all-star Hall of Famer player on his roster who offensively can also get his own buckets. I don't know why y'all act as if like his time in Denver didn't exist. It did. The entire identity of who Iverson is based on what? One year? Wow. Curry took a team that had Jarrett Jack, Harrison Barnes, Klay Thompson, Kyle Landry, Andrew Bogut, Draymond Green, Festus Ezeli. He took them beyond the first round against something that Tracy McGrady was never able to do and something that Allen Iverson couldn't do when he was in the Western Conference. This is a crazy video, not gonna hold you. Arguments that people be making about like Steph Curry and some of these players in today's game, I just don't understand it. Can you make an argument, especially early on in his career, that Curry's inabilities to be able to be a consistent shot creator kind of held him back? Sure. But bro, at this point, Curry has already provided the evidence that he can do the things that y'all want him to do. I don't know why we're still questioning that. But with that being said, still a funny ass video because these niggas is tripping. Yo, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell for more videos. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace.